I think one of the biggest things that directors should be focusing on now, given a lot of the external pressures out there in the world at the moment, regards to the cost of living crisis, the war in Ukraine, climate change, things like that, is something that we've embodied here, which is resilience, and having that ability to bounce back from difficult situations, to be able to cope with change, and actually building resilient organisations, resilient teams, resilient supply chains, so that actually, as we go forward now, we must be able to plan scenarios better and be able to cope with change better. And actually, now are times as leaders across small entrepreneurs to SMEs to large global organisations have got to be able to cope with these and be more resilient to these changes, because they have been accelerated by things like the COVID-19 pandemic and new generational changes, targets by climate change. All organisations are having to turn and change at this point in time. And so actually being resilient, being able to bounce back from those difficulties to cope with the changes is very important for leaders. I think it starts with a kind of face-first approach. We speak very heavily about actually going out and speaking to our employees, learning and hearing from them what are their difficulties that they're facing. As business leaders, we know what, as an organisation, the pressure points are, but actually going down to certain levels inside the organisation, we're able to get real life feedback about how it might be affecting somebody outside of work, how it might be affecting their relationship with a client, how it might also be how it might be impacting their relationship with their employees. And so as such, we need to understand those. And so we need to be aware of those things. I have a very face-first approach going out and speaking. I'll roll my chair up next to somebody's desk and say hello and catch up with them and see how they're doing.